My name is Beach Billy. I am here today, proud to introduce a new product, something we've been working on for a little while. I have a very special guest with me. This is my daughter, Emmy. I brought her here today because she has helped me do a lot of the testing on this one. It's something a little different than what I would use every day, but she absolutely loves it and has been using it for quite some time now. She's been with me since she could crawl. She would cry if I left her at home. So she's turned into a great hunter. She loves dogs. She wouldn't even go opening day for youth day unless we could run dogs. So she's been like that since she was a kid.
Yes.
She loves the sport. She's very, very qualified, and that is why she's here. So I'm gonna let her take the stage.
Hi everybody. Today we're introducing a new Garmin product that we've been working very hard on. This is the new Alpha 10. It is a much smaller version of the Alpha than the Alpha 100 or 200, but it still has many of the features that are in the 100 and 200 or any other Alpha you may have. You still have a lot of the features like the tone and the shock and everything like that, and you can still see the distance which the dogs are. But one of the new things is that instead of having the map on your actual Garmin, it's actually all going to be on your phone on the Garmin Explore app.
Yep.
With the Explore app, you'll still have your bird's eye. You'll still have all that. You can still see your dogs.
A nice thing about your phone is there is no subscription. It's free with the app. You can download the different areas, and you don't need a Hunt View card.
No,
so you can download anywhere you're going to go. You can download it. You do not need internet to download it once you're there, but you would have to download it.
And it's much simpler to download than on like the Alpha 100 or 200 area.
Way simpler than Basecamp. Yes,
it is.
As far as grown-ups, here's some great uses for you. One, you're able to track your kids just like the Alpha. This is great. You can text messages back and forth. If they don't have a phone, you don't have one in your pocket, it's still got enough little tools. You can't type in text, but it's got 30 or 40 different things on there that you can hit, I'm coming, or need help, or, game down. There's a lot of little things, so you can still type back and forth. And you can look right on your Alpha 200, or if you have one of these, you can look on your phone and still know where your kid is, or they can know where you're at. So it does help you stay more in depth, when you're out there in the field, and it lets them be part of the hunt. They know where the dogs are.
Yes. So one of the things I really like is the fact that when I was younger, especially, I didn't like carrying around a big Alpha. It was too bulky. I already had my shells, my radio, and all that stuff, and it was just too much to carry an Alpha with me. So a lot of the times I was wondering where the dogs were, and especially before the 200, I couldn't even use an app to tell. So I was just kind of guessing and hoping they were going to come by me. Now with this, I can at least get an idea. Even if I don't have my phone with me, I can at least tell if they're coming closer to me or they just turn the other way, even if you don't have a map. Also, a lot of the time, I was getting dropped off on the road, and I wouldn't know if he was picking me up in 5 minutes or in 50. So it was much easier now because I can look, see where he is. I can text him really quickly, especially if I don't have service, because a lot of the places we hunt, there's no service, and that's probably how it is for y'all too, because we're in the middle of the woods. So I can now offline send him text or anything like that.
Alpha to Alpha.
Yes,
yep.
Alpha
Any
Alpha.
device. You can send it so if there's 4 or 5 handhelds that are connected, then it'll send messages out to all of them. So it's another, even in a club or guys in a club, don't think this is just a kid's device because I have Emmy out here. I think it's a great thing for your kids, but even other hunters, it's a great way to know where people are. It's a great way for them to stay in touch. Like I said, at a glance on your phone, you can still see where your dogs are with satellite imagery, tell which field they're in. So it really is nice from that aspect.
Yes.
Yeah, another nice thing about this is the fact that you can add in either the train device or the track device. So obviously, if you don't want your kid correcting the dog, or you don't want your kid to have control of that side of it, or your buddy or other people at the hunt club, that if you just put in the train code just like the 100 or 2, or if you just put in the track code just like the 100 or 200, the only thing they'll be able to do on this device is track. So they'll be able to see it on their phone, all of that still, but they will not be able to do any of the correction features that you do have with this little unit here. And you can use all the same collars as the Alpha 100, 200, anything that'll link in those, and the 430 will also track with the Alpha 10. All right, so to go over some quick features of the new Alpha 10, let's start. Just like the Alpha 100, we can track up to 20 dogs. Now, unlike the 200, we cannot group them. There wasn't the possibility of doing groups like we did in the other. So there's no groups, but you can do up to 20 dogs and different IDs. So if you have a group of dogs you're tracking in the 200, the entire group will be able to be tracked in the Alpha 10 the same, or the 100. So all of those dogs can be tracked on this just the same. Works wonderful with the drive track. It works on your watch. So that's another. If you do want to look at the dogs on your watch and you have that in your pocket, you can look up. It links over just like it does with the Alpha 200 and the Alpha 100. The other neat features is it also, you can correct the dogs like we had mentioned through the actual unit itself. So you can scroll through each individual dog. Whatever dog you're on, you reach right over. It's a button, and whatever you have it preset. I actually have one of the collars in. You hear it toning. So again, you do always have that with a little device. You have the ability to be able to stop a dog or correct them. You know, another great pocket tool, especially if you don't like carrying the big unit in and out of the truck. And also, guys, so to look, you'll be able to scroll through. It doesn't show you a map on this little screen, but it still is going to show you what direction your dog is and how far from you. And all you're doing is, you know, you scroll up through that using this little simple remote key. So goes through, that's how you would change the tone and vibrate very easy. So it does have a lot of the features of the big handheld, really just minus the maps. And then, of course, battery life, again, 4 or 5 days. So sending message, you can see where that, or it goes through and you can look and see what messages have been sent to you. It tones and vibrates to alert you if you do get one. So, yeah, I think you're going to find that there's a lot of really neat features in this little thing. Yeah, and remember, guys, you know, the whole purpose of us out hunting is to spread it on to the new generation. And the more that you can involve them and the more excited they are about going, the more they can help out, the more you're going to see them following this tradition that we've all loved and, you know, really, really, really enjoy. So, you know, whether it's your daughter, your son, stepson, just a friend's kid, you know, all of these are things that are going to help spread on this tradition and that we love. And I really think the Alpha 10 is going to be it's going to be a nice present this year, but it really is something that's going to help them enjoy the running dogs much more.
I definitely enjoy using this most of the time over the 200. I just think personally for me it's simpler.
Yeah, gives her a reason to get on her phone like she needed a whole lot of a reason. Okay, well, thank you very much. This is just an introduction on the Alpha 10. Please check out if you want to look at the setup, how to link it to your phone. All of those are going to be on our setup video at Outdoor Dog Supply. Just look up for the setup Alpha 10 video. And we're going to go through all the different features and how to add dogs and anything that you're going to use in the 10 or use in the app. So thank you very much for your time. Any questions, always feel free to call us at the office or visit us at Outdoor Dog Supply.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.